welcome back. Now, finally reacting to the reports on the Nida Radia tapes, which alleged that his grandnephew and Union Textiles Minister Dayanidhi Maran had paid 600 crore rupees to the DMK chief's wife Dayalu to secure the ministerial berth. Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi today slammed the media, stating that he didn't respond to these reports, assuming that the people would never believe them. He also questioned whether some media organizations were trying to defame the Dravidian movement by reporting these facts. Now, in other news surrounding the Chief Minister, he has said that the Tamil Nadu government will continue to oppose the common entrance test for MBBS and other postgraduate medical courses. He said that the government will appeal in the Supreme Court against the move. He also said that the village students in Tamil Nadu need not worry about CET for MBBS and PG medical courses. Now, earlier AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha urged the centre and the state governments to intervene and to stop CET for MBBS and other PG medical courses. Time now for an NDTV Hindu special report. The next time you stop at a petrol filling station, do pay attention. If you filled your car with petrol recently, chances are that you have been shortchanged, with petrol pumps turning into con artists. NDTV Hindu realized that while the fuel meter just might be ticking away, there might not be any petrol pouring in your tank. Take a look.
4 litres of petrol should cost you 242 rupees. But when we handed over 500 rupees, the bunk attendant claimed that he had filled nearly 9 litres. Since our nearly full fuel tank could take only 4 litres of petrol, clearly something was amiss. Our sting operation paid off. Being cheated at bunks is increasingly becoming a problem. Ours was hardly an isolated case. Drivers say that some bunks try every method in the book, right from distracting customers to manipulating the machine.
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இப்போ 2-வீலரில் போய் பெட்ரோல் போடுறோம். போடச்சில் லெஃப்ட் சைடில் ஃபில் பண்ணுறது வந்து நிற்பாங்க. எவ்வளோ வந்து அமௌண்ட் கேட்டுட்டு கரெக்டாக அந்த பம்பை ஆன் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஆன் பண்ணுவோம் ரைட் சைடில் இன்னொரு பர்சன் வந்து காசு கொடுங்க சார் அப்படிம்பாங்க. நம்ம அவங்ககிட்ட காசு கொடுக்குற அந்த டைமில் இவங்க மீட்டரை கட் பண்ணிடுவாங்க.
இந்த கன்லேருந்து ஏர் அடிப்பாங்க. அங்கே வந்து இது ஏர் அடிக்கும்போது அதில் மீட்ரு ஓடும். அதில் ஒரு 2 பாயிண்ட் 3 பாயிண்ட் அப்படி அடிப்பாங்க.
The Department of Legal Metrology, the authority responsible for conducting periodic inspection on bunks, concede that manipulation does exist.
We have got a test measure of 5-liter measures, that is conical measure. With our conical measures, we go there, we check the pump, we take deliver from the pump each 5 liters, and we have booked around 560 cases.
We have learned that just a few air pumps in a matter of minutes can actually make the meter run to a whole liter of petrol. And with the huge increase in prices coming just 2 days back, customers are not just being overcharged but shortchanged as well. In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for NDTV Hindu.
Well, moving on to some national action, the latest WikiLeaks expose is that of a cable sent by US Ambassador Tim Romer, again quoting Rahul Gandhi on Hindu extremism. Now, it is an expose that could spark off a political battle and prompt the BJP to hit out at the Rahul Gandhi. Now, in a cable dated August 2009, Romer quotes Rahul as having told him during a lunch meeting that although there was evidence of some support for Lashkar-e-Toiba amongst certain elements in India's indigenous Muslim community, the bigger threat may be of the growth of radicalized Hindu groups which create religious tensions and political confrontations with the Muslim community. Now, Rahul is also reported to have said that the risk of homegrown extremist fronts reacting to terror attacks coming from Pakistan or from Islamist groups in India was a growing concern and one that demanded constant attention. In another explosive revelation is made in cables sent by the US diplomats in April 2005. The cables give a Red Cross assessment of how detainees are treated in Kashmir. Now, the cables say that the International Committee for Red Cross has become frustrated with the Indian government, which they said has not acted to halt the continued ill treatment of detainees. The ICRC concluded that India condones torture and that the torture victims were civilians as militants were routinely killed. Now, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has reacted strongly to these allegations, saying that the cables pertain to the year 2005 and that was before the Healing Touch regime. Omar said that no such incidents have taken place during his tenure.
I'm not getting into anything more than the fact that these transcripts or these leaks pertain to 2005. Now you can do your own maths as to what regime was in power at that time. All I'm saying is that as far as this government is concerned, we do not condone we do not condone torture. We never have, we never will. In fact, in order to establish transparency, this is the first time that Amnesty International was allowed entry into Jammu and Kashmir.
And some news from our neighbouring state. The friction between Karnataka's Governor H.R. Bharadwaj and the BJP state government has surfaced once again with the two letters written to the Chief Minister by the Governor. One, asking for details on the land scam allegations, and two, the business dealings of the controversial Reddy brothers. Now this follows a representation from the Congress to the Governor alleging favouritism. Meanwhile, the state BJP president has hit back at H.R. Bharadwaj, describing him as a leader of the opposition.
Governor also opposition party leader at all. Who is he?
But governor is behaving like opposition leader?
Not behaving, he is only the opposition party leader in the legislative council and legislative assembly. All the leaders are failed. So the successful opposition party leader is governor.
And some sad developments. Veteran communist leader Papa Umarnath passed away this evening in Trichy. Now, she was 81 years old and died in hospital after being unwell for some time. She was a permanent special invitee at the Politburo of the Marxist Communist Party. She was also one of the founders of the All India Democratic Women's Association. Supporters of the CPM in Tamil Nadu have been paying their tributes to the senior leader. Now, still ahead on the bulletin, again, Gautam is telling us a different story this time around. Find out on the other side.